Welcome, dear Sagittarius. August 22nd, 2026 brings a fresh wave of movement into your life, especially around love, career, finances, family, and the personal freedom you have been longing to reclaim. Something that has felt uncertain may finally begin moving in a clearer direction. You have spent enough time wondering when the right moment would arrive. Now the energy around you suggests that a new opportunity may appear precisely when you stop forcing it. Sagittarius, you are naturally drawn toward movement, discovery, and new possibilities. When life becomes repetitive, you can feel as though something inside you is asking for change. Recently, however, you may have felt caught between wanting to move forward and knowing that certain unfinished matters still needed your attention. August 22nd helps you understand that you do not have to choose between your past and your future. You simply need to learn from the past without allowing it to control where you go next. A surprising piece of information may reach you today. It could come through a message, conversation, email, phone call, or an unexpected encounter. At first, it may seem like a small detail, but it could change how you see a situation that has been confusing you. Your intuition is particularly strong now, so pay attention to what you feel when someone speaks to you. Sometimes the truth is not only in the words people use, but also in the consistency of their actions. Career matters begin to gain momentum. If you have been waiting for recognition, an opportunity, or a response, August 22nd may bring a sign that your efforts have not gone unnoticed. Someone may recommend you for something important. You could be invited to participate in a project, given greater responsibility, or introduced to someone who can help you move toward a larger professional goal. Do not be afraid to speak about your abilities. You have learned enough through experience to take yourself seriously. At the same time, avoid making decisions purely because you are bored. Not every change is automatically progress. Before accepting a new opportunity, ask whether it genuinely moves you toward the life you want. Financially, this is a day for expansion through intelligent choices. You may see a new possibility for earning, saving, or improving your financial stability. Something connected to communication, creativity, travel, education, technology, or collaboration could become especially interesting. However, Sagittarius, your natural optimism can sometimes make you underestimate practical details. Before committing money to anything, check the numbers carefully. Read the conditions. Ask questions. Give yourself time to think. Your future self will thank you for being patient today. In love, the atmosphere becomes much warmer. If you are in a relationship, you may feel a stronger desire to experience something different together. A change of routine, a meaningful conversation, or a shared plan could bring excitement back into the relationship. You may also begin discussing the future more seriously. This does not necessarily mean making an enormous decision immediately. It could simply mean understanding what both of you want and whether your paths are moving in the same direction. Do not hide your feelings behind humor or optimism when something genuinely matters to you. Your partner needs to know what is happening inside your heart. If you are single, August 22nd can bring an interesting romantic possibility through social connections, travel, work, study, or an unexpected meeting. Someone may catch your attention because they think differently from you. The connection may begin with conversation rather than immediate romance. And that could be exactly what makes it meaningful. You are attracted to people who make you feel alive mentally and emotionally. Give yourself time to discover whether the connection has depth beyond the initial excitement. Someone from your past may also appear again, directly or indirectly. You might hear their name, see something that reminds you of them, or even receive a message. Before responding emotionally, remember why that chapter ended. You have changed since then. Your family life brings an opportunity for greater understanding. A situation that has caused tension may begin to soften when everyone becomes more willing to communicate honestly. You may find yourself acting as the person who brings different sides together. Your optimism can help, but do not turn yourself into the mediator of every family disagreement. You can support people without carrying their problems as your own. Someone close to you may also need encouragement. A few sincere words from you could mean much more than you realize. Your energy is active today, but it needs direction. You may feel an urge to start several things at once. Be careful not to scatter your attention. Choose the 2 or 3 priorities that genuinely matter and give them your full focus. Movement is good for you, but purposeful movement is better than simply staying busy. If you have persistent or concerning physical symptoms, seek appropriate medical advice rather than relying on astrology. Listen to your body, rest when necessary, and avoid treating exhaustion as something you simply have to push through. At work, August 22nd encourages initiative combined with patience. You may see a problem that others have overlooked and immediately know how you could solve it. Before acting, make sure you understand the entire situation. Your enthusiasm can inspire people, but your strongest results will come when enthusiasm is supported by planning. You may also realize that a certain professional environment no longer matches your long-term goals. Do not make a sudden decision out of frustration. Instead, begin preparing for the direction you actually want. Update your plans. Develop your skills. Make useful connections. Prepare quietly. When the right opportunity arrives, you will be ready. If you are studying, this is an excellent day to reconnect with your motivation. Perhaps you have been distracted because the final goal feels too far away. Break the journey into smaller achievements. One chapter completed today is still progress. Your lucky numbers for August 22nd are 3 and 21. Your supportive color is turquoise, representing movement, clarity, communication, and emotional balance. Your social environment may become more interesting as well. An invitation or casual conversation could connect you with someone who becomes important later. Do not automatically reject an opportunity simply because it was not part of your original plan. Sometimes the most valuable doors appear unexpectedly. Your compatibility energy today is especially favorable with Aries, Leo, and Aquarius. Aries can match your adventurous spirit and encourage decisive action. Leo can understand your need for enthusiasm, confidence, and meaningful experiences. Aquarius can stimulate your curiosity and introduce ideas that challenge your usual way of thinking. Still, remember that astrology is symbolic guidance. The strongest relationships are built through respect, honesty, trust, and consistent actions. The deeper message of August 22nd is about freedom without running away. Sagittarius, there is a difference between leaving something because it no longer serves you and leaving simply because you are uncomfortable with uncertainty. Today asks you to understand that difference. You do not need to escape every difficult situation. Some challenges are actually preparing you for the next level of your life. At the same time, you should not remain somewhere simply because you are afraid of what comes next. Your intuition will help you recognize the difference. Something you have been waiting for may begin to take shape over the coming days. It may not arrive exactly as you imagined, but it can still lead you towards something valuable. A career opportunity could appear through an unexpected connection. A financial idea could develop into something practical. A romantic conversation could change the direction of a relationship. A family misunderstanding could finally begin to heal. Stay open. Your greatest strength right now is your ability to see possibility where others see limitations. But remember to combine optimism with wisdom. If this reading resonates with you, take a moment to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you can continue receiving your daily horoscope messages. Astrology can provide reflection and guidance, but your decisions remain in your hands. Dear Sagittarius, August 22nd is reminding you that your life does not need to look like anyone else's. You are allowed to choose a different path. You are allowed to change your goals. You are allowed to discover that something you once wanted is no longer what you need. And you are allowed to become excited about the future again. The uncertainty you have been experiencing is not necessarily a sign that you are lost. Sometimes uncertainty appears because the old map no longer describes where you are going. Create a new one. Move with courage, but do not rush. Speak with honesty, but do not speak from anger. Dream boldly, but build patiently. The next chapter of your life is not asking you to become someone completely different. It is asking you to use everything you have learned and finally move toward the possibilities you have been afraid to pursue. Keep your heart open, Sagittarius. August 22nd can be the beginning of a period where movement returns, opportunities become clearer, and your confidence in the future starts growing again. Your journey is far from finished. In fact, you may be standing much closer to a new beginning than you realize.